So this is a storage system that we developed for these cut-off arrowheads, and it's essentially a roll with pockets for each one. And so they are rolled up together with a piece of thin foam in the middle to act as padding. And then when you open them up, they're all visible. They can easily be removed and examined. And the additional padding prevents them from bumping into one another while they're in storage. So these are Dani headdress elements that are made from bird of paradise feathers as well as other birds. And because they're quite fragile, we are having to put a fair amount of work into storing them in a way where they won't be damaged. So each one has its own little box that you can see. The boxes all have lids, and the lids have clear windows in them so that you can view the contents of the box without taking the lid off. Then the mount itself is a kind of padded board where there's a flat surface for the object to rest and padding around it to keep it from moving. And as you can see, they're quite stable, they can be moved around, and these are also suitable for display if necessary. So this is a system that we have developed to store small, flat objects in a way where they will be protected for storage, but they can also be used for display. So in this box, there are a number of trays that can be lifted out, and each one has recesses that are cut in foam to store objects in. This allows us to put quite a few objects in not a very large space in this box in a way where they are secure and also quite aesthetically pleasing. So this is an axe handle and its associated axe blade that we are working on storage for. And this box opens up like this, which allows you to access these ties that hold the axe in place. Each one is padded to have gentle contact with the surface, and they can be simply untied and opened and retied. This allows this to be held securely with a minimum amount of materials for something that's this big. This is a system that we are using to pack many of the textile items in the collection, and it's a fairly standard way that conservators will pack textiles, but it might not be familiar to you. So all of the objects are surrounded on all sides by acid-free tissue paper, and then each one sits on an individual sling of tissue. So if you need to remove it from the box, you lift it on the tissue and you don't have to touch the object. These are head nets. They're used to carry things on the back, including children. So they're quite large, and each one has had to be folded multiple times to fit in the box. And again, all of the folds are padded with tissue, and all of the layers are separated with tissue so that they don't rub against one another and cause further damage to the object.